Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about how I told my parents and my baby daddy that I am pregnant. I'm going to start out by how I told my baby daddy that I am pregnant because that has actually something to do with the way that my parents found out, or that I told my parents. So, the way that I told them was that even though I did know that I was pregnant because I did take those pregnancy tests, I did want to wait until it was confirmed by my doctor, because I don't know what I was thinking. I mean, maybe those pregnancy tests were wrong, who knows, so I just really wanted to get it confirmed by my doctor before I tell him. So after my first doctor's appointment, which was on April 14th, I texted him and I asked if I could see him the following day. And he said something like, I don't know, maybe we'll have to see. Something like a weird answer like that. Nothing like yes or no. And I hate stuff like that. Like, just say yes or no, So I was like, and this was all over text, by the way. So then I told him that it's kind of important and that I wanted to see him. So then he texted me back and asked why, like, what's so important? Like, tell me. And I was like, no, I just want to wait until I see you. And he got really mad. He was like, tell me now. So I was like, okay, fine. My doctor said I'm pregnant. Like, I just dropped the bomb like that. And he was calm. Like, he wasn't mad, but he definitely didn't react the way that I wanted him to react, even though I didn't even think of his possible reaction. It just shocked me in a way, the way that he did react. But he was pretty set on his opinion, on his decision, or whatever, and on what's best for us. And I just said that, I need some time to think, blah, blah, blah. And he got so mad. He was like, what's there to think about? Like, this is not something to decide on. Like, the decision is already made, like, blah, 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 And it's not like we got in a fight or anything, but it just definitely, we weren't on the same page. And I am going to make a whole separate video talking about, how the situation with baby daddy is and all of that stuff. But yeah, he was not happy. He was not. So then, when I was home, I didn't tell my mom, and I also didn't tell her that I was going to the doctor's. And later that night, I could not sleep. I was crying all night, I was just so heartbroken, by the things that baby daddy had said to me. They were really hurtful, and again, I'm going to talk about those things in another video because I don't want this getting too long, and that's not the point of this video. But I was just so heartbroken, I was confused. I didn't know what to do. I at that moment hated everything. I hated my life. I just hated this whole situation that I was in. And I was kind of desperate, honestly, and just very, very hurt by the things that he said to me and by the way that he reacted. Like, I almost felt as if he's another person and I don't even know who he is, So I didn't sleep that night at all. Like I said, I was up all night crying. And then in the morning, I went downstairs to eat breakfast, and my mom was already downstairs, doing her things. She just, like, looked at me and she was like, what's wrong? Like, why do you look like you've been crying all night? And I must have looked terrible. I mean, like how when you cry, like, your eyes get all, like, super puffy and, like, red, and my nose was probably red, if I'm blowing my nose, and I must have looked so bad. So, I didn't really say anything. I just, yeah, I was silent. And then she kept saying, like, well, are you and baby daddy fighting? I'm not going to use his real name, so I'm just going to call him baby daddy. Are you and baby daddy fighting? I was like, no. And she's like, well, why are you crying? And she looks at me, she's like, you're not pregnant, are you? And I didn't say anything. Like, I didn't say no. I was just like, can you just leave me alone, Mom? You know, because obviously I didn't want to talk about it. And then she comes closer to me. She's like, are you pregnant? And I think she said it a couple of times before I actually said, yeah. Because I mean, that's not the way that I wanted to tell my parents or to tell my mom that I was pregnant. But I guess you can say that she kind of told herself, or that, you know, she kind of figured it out herself, because I didn't really have to go up to her and be like, hey Mom, look, I'm pregnant. But, you know, she hugged me and stuff, and she said that, yeah, you know, actually this is a reason to cry. And I just felt so heartbroken again. And my mom said that she feels bad for me, you know, because being pregnant, like, it should be a happy time in your life, and, you know, it shouldn't have to be something bad, or, you know, something sad or whatever, like it is in my case. So we just kind of, you know, sat there for a while and ate breakfast and talked about everything, and I told her what baby daddy has said to me, you know, all those hurtful things, and my mom was honestly just so shocked, and she like said that she feels so sorry for me that, you know, he's acting the way that he is. And she said one thing, and that really, really hurt me and affected me, and she said that if I would have been, or if I was in like a stable relationship, or if I would have been with a decent guy, she said that she would have been so happy and excited that I am pregnant. And that just kind of really hit home to me, you know, because, like, it's not my fault that baby daddy is acting the way he is. I mean, that's all on him. Like, I can't obviously control the way he acts, but it just really kind of hurt my feelings to know that this whole situation kind of isn't how it's supposed to be, and it's not really something positive, even though it should be, you know. And I just felt really sad, and yeah, I don't know, like, I'm still not really over the whole, like, baby daddy drama that's going on. You know, I still get emotional sometimes just thinking about it, or I don't know. It's, I mean, obviously my hormones are like all messed up now because I'm pregnant, but I don't know, when I just think about the situation that I am in right now, it just isn't what I wanted. And it just kind of makes me sad, and I just wish that, you know, things would have worked out between us, and that things were different now. And I don't know, but that's going to be in the other video. I'm going to really talk about it more. Because I just forgot, I still gotta tell you how I told my dad. Well, actually, the thing is, I didn't tell my dad that I was pregnant. And me and my dad, we didn't, up until now, we didn't even really talk much about me being pregnant. My mom actually told my dad, and I wasn't there, or like I wasn't in the room when she told him, so I'm not really sure how he reacted, but I just know my mom told my dad that I was pregnant. And, you know, now, I mean, my parents weren't mad at me or anything. They're really supportive, you know, and when we're like at the dinner table, you know, we like joke about names, and, you know, my mom said that we're gonna go baby shopping soon, like once I find out what I'm having. And yeah, that she already looked online for strollers and for like baby furniture, and she said that they have so much like cute stuff, and that like she's excited now. And I mean, I'm excited too, but like this whole situation just isn't what I wanted, but it is what it is now, and I'm going to make the best out of it. And yeah, I'm just excited to share my journey with you guys. I haven't told any of my other family members that I'm pregnant, like my aunt or my cousin or my grandparents, just because I don't want to do it over the phone. You know, I really, especially for my grandparents, I really want to think of a cute way to tell them. Maybe I'll like go find a cute card and then like put one of my ultrasound pictures in it and hand it to them once I see them again. You know, because it is going to be their first grandchild and probably their only one, because my grandparents are old. So I really want this to be something special and like a happy and positive memory for them. So I don't want to just call them and be like, hey grandpa, guess what, I'm pregnant. Like, I just really want to think of something special, but I haven't seen them yet, like since I found out that I was pregnant, just because of my bad morning sickness, because my grandparents live like an hour away, and I do not want to be in the car for an hour, like, you know, when it's bumpy and stuff. Like, no. So I'm hoping that I'm going to feel better soon and that I can go see them and then tell them that I am pregnant. And then also I'm going to have to tell my cousin and then his parents soon. But again, I don't want to do it over the phone. I don't even know how I would tell them yet, but that is it. For today's video. That is how I told my parents and my baby daddy that I am pregnant. It just still feels so weird to me to like say it out loud. Like, I need to get used to that. But anyway, I hope you liked the video and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.